gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Seminoles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll give it to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Seminoles are flying down the field. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Catch in the middle, it's Judowski. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, no! Fit it in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Toss sweep to the left. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. The Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. That first punt was a beauty. Did take another one just like it. A fair catch is called for a 50-yard line. Just enough time for 1 more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
First play of the period will be a second down. Leaves it with the running back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense on an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Brings up second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Fires left. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Exceptional footwork to stay in bounds, and just a little bit better, and he could have scored.
Yeah, if he keeps his balance or gets the speed going upfield a little bit more, he might get into the end zone, but just kind of ran out of space over there on that sideline.
Lets it go to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Powers forward. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking way there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. This is a designed run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. Flips it out on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the judicial send out the punt unit. This is a spot you see many returners. This time, the fair catch just inside the 40. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Toss sweep to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it.
And the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. With all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. He's in open space downfield. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Off the boot, looking for his man. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They go to the draw. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. A little bit of momentum, not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Goes to the option. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
The Judicials will kick it off to start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the 19.
Florida State Seminoles will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. Touchdown, Florida State. Once he got some room, it was over. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's O'Neal. They'll rip off 8 on that play in 2nd and 2. And the Judicials with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looks as if he's gonna run it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks. They keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football in 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, and you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone, the offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. And made sure that one fell incomplete.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Touchdown, Seminoles! And the pummeling has started. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Nebraska is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Lincoln for some time. They're up 14 over Oklahoma State. Just another week of college football.
The ball is out behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the 2nd half.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Hand off from the shotgun. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Judicials will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch just inside the 40. That nifty return sets up the offense on the punt.
And your Florida State Seminoles will take over 1st and 10.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the...
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different...
Touchdown, Knowles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And he tacks on the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Fullback's got it. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. And the Judicials with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little bit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The option look. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Judicials will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He wants to change this route. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Touchdown, Florida State! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for a crease. It's O'Neal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Gets the back moving. Right back to the well. Spins away from the defense. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Judicials are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. That's usually prime return. Outside the 40. They'll try the run. Spin move. Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Seminoles.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the back. Now on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a... The Judicials come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run the option. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Motion from the wideout. Handoff to the lone back. Breaks into the open. And they're able to get him on the ground. And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. With the clock running, this should be the final play. To the ground with the back. won the game today, that's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Now we'll put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia, home to the Liberty Flames. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Flames will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Florida State's offense will have the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And the Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles are on the move. He'll do it himself. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Snagged out of the air. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15, a first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressure, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gets it out fast. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Noles.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass.
7-0.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Liberty's offense will get the ball for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? And the Flames can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Surging forward on the sneak. No need to get cute there, especially when they allow you to push the quarterback forward, and they do, and get the first down.
Yeah, the quarterback just does a nice job finding the crease, right? Which side of the center am I going to go? I got to get low to the ground, and I'm going to have my buddies behind me trying to give me a little extra shove to go get that first.
The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. The Flames line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on 1st down. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
They'll run it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that...
A little short of the 1st down. to the air on second down. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
The route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Coverage unit to stop the return man. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Got his man. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. The short hands, it's Lewis. Line getting set on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Flames are on the move. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here comes the option. The pitch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Ball's at the 29. They'll keep the offense out there and go for it. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense. Sack.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Seminoles just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw. He'll get rid of it. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
Looking for the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Seminoles! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Florida has the lead right now, but those Gator Chomps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one right now in Gainesville. They're up by 4 over Vanderbilt. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Completed pass, it goes nowhere. In fact, they lose yardage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch. It's Lewis. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Flames will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Power football with the run. Crosses the 45. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The Noles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He might want another play. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Noles.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Give to the running back. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Lynchburg. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Rush is on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Flames have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Easy completion on the shuffle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Brings up third down.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Flames will line up to punt it away. He was working his way toward midfield. 6-yard line.
And the Florida State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. The give to the back. Inside the 40. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown.
Liberty 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Lewis. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. They go to the ground, fighting off the defender. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Flames will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now a fair catch is called for and made. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Fires to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And the Noles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
They'll move the tight end. Right back to the well.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Boom. Got his man. There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. He makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? New Mexico State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Las Cruces for some time. They're up 14 over Jacksonville State. Implications galore inside CUSA, and We'll circle back should anything big happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And now on second down for this offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Flames decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was 48-yard line before he stopped on the return.
First and 10.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They feed him again. Across the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. After run, now throw. Got it in the middle. It's Judowski. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Noles! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
49, Liberty, 0.
And here's the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out. Turning it on. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. He's got it at the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead of... And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Liberty.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to have him build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
49, Liberty 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Hands it off. Picks up the first down, still moving. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida State. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got the tight end. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, hitting them deep in their own territory. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Judowski. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10, here he comes. So Alabama's offense will get the first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Wants to throw. It's cracked. He's got him. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Gives it on the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown Seminoles. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They get the touchdown, and the quarterback has a brand new tattoo to commemorate the moment.
And I don't think the offense coordinator's happy about that either. You don't want to see your quarterback get hit like that. Great job standing in there, though, and delivering the ball, even with the defense all over.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to pass. It's Pratt. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quick strike complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
The Seminoles line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Noles! offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. To the air, it's Pratt. He tries to take the top off. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're working that left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. They've got the screen set up. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and
16. And the Florida State offense will take over. First and 10.
we'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to swing it on second down. Finds a spot in the middle. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Handoff to the single running back.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he can fill up the hand now with that think, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Back to throw, it's Pratt. He unleashes a long one. Looking to get it in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They're going to run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Maryland. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. After the pickup of 9, it's second and 1.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years in Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
And the Noles have their offense in high gear. The give to the back. There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles with the first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways. plays with just a few yards to go. The give on the counter. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coach
got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Back to pass, it's Pratt. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Turning it on. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. The kick is on its way. He'll make the fair catch at the 13. Favorable field position here. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Makes one man miss. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that said, Let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And good work.
And the Florida State offense will take over. First and 10.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made it.
Sprinting away! They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking downfield on first down. Plucks it out of the air.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Seminoles can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. Past the 40. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second and long.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Gets it past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He stepped the ball back. What a return to set up his offense. Split backs here. Looking for a man. It's Pratt. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's caught. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They want to get this defense on its heels.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Zips it out to his man. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. With the run on first and goal. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Touchdown, Alabama! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Florida is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete to the left. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll ride the hot hand. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles to the end of the period. And Florida State has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Fakes to grab. He'll work his way down to the 28.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative, staying balanced.
They'll line it up on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
Trying to find the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride.
Job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking to throw, it's Pratt. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Here's the handoff. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Quick timeout call by the defense. Like to save as much time as possible for their offense. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news... Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Back to pass, it's Pratt. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Hauls it in to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. To the air on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Gonna look downfield again. Complete in the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Huff. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Alabama quickly back to the line. Third down play from the gun. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man on the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Pratt. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Bama! Oh, that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up, and that. Football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quarterback will keep it. And just wedges to the head a bit before he's brought down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, as we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They give it to him again. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play call.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a man. It's Irvin. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff.
Florida State Seminoles will take over.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think a swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
Handoff to the lone back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud.
There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
And that's a long way to throw the football. When you throw that comeback, it's all the way out wide. Nice job by the corner seeing it. The receiver looks like he's running a vertical route, but then sets it down. He stays right there with him, breaks on the football, and swats it down.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And long. Easy. Pass. He's got it on the run. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Noles trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Using his feet. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Here's a heat. And he is snowed under. 7.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Dropping back, it's Irvin. Here comes the heat. Under heat, he gets rid of it.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
You know, as an offense, you've got to do a better job pass protecting. You've got to start thinking about max protection at this point of the game. Because if you don't get hats on hats, your quarterback goes down his own 2-yard line. You're lucky you didn't give up a safety.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner runs out of real estate as he
49. And your Florida State Seminoles will take over. 1st and 10.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll keep it on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
What an easy way to get some free yards. I got an athletic quarterback that can do this. I can bootleg him to his right, make it a pass-run option. If he wants to take a shot down the field, so be it. But if not, just chew up some ground and go get a punt.
Touchdown, Florida State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to East Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25. The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to throw. It's Irvin. Breaks the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Now a fair catch is called for him. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the single back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. They'll leave it with him. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. To the air, it's Urban. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he reels it in inside the 30.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Defense didn't have the personnel it needed. They call a timeout. Wants to throw again. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team.
And your Florida State Seminoles will take over.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Give to the running back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. On the move. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get 1 more snap off. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And the kicker delivers. Salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And these 2 defensive game plans have been shredded a long time ago. Feels like it's just hang on and hope for a tip or overthrow or maybe a fumble from these QBs. Elite passers and dynamic rushers. Used to be you had to stop. Here in this second half, the challenge will again be twofold. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
Pulled and finds his man on the left. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Aggies want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Snagged out of the air. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Off the RPO, complete. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They go to the ground. Plows through the defense. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Off-play action. Going for 6. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room at the 18.
Florida State Seminoles will take over. 1st and 10.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. So the PI penalty cost the defense 15 and a fresh first down for the O. Give to the single back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Working that left side now. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Might as well stick with it. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll give it to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Touchdown, no! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Ohio State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here and throw in the towel. Stop this fight. They're trailing by 23 to Oregon. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Irvin. Right on the money. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch